Hello again. Okay, now we're going to work math. In math, we have been learning about the length, la longitud de un objeto. Do you remember how long an object is? That's what we have been learning in math. We learned two terms, longer than and shorter than, remember? Well, today we're going to work the lesson number 2, pages 569 and 570. And what we're going to do today is to compare and order. Not only compare, this is longer than this one or this is longer than the other one. Or shorter than the other one. No. We're going to see which one is longer than the other one and which one is the longest of three objects. Alright? That's what we're going to do today. So, we're going to start working with this. Listen, you can compare objects by length. First, you line up the objects. I mean, you put the objects in the same line. Now, you look to see which object is longest and which is shortest. For example, here are 3 snakes. One is yellow, the other one is green, and the other one is red. So, the yellow one, it's a little bit longer than the green one. And the green one is shorter than the yellow one. But the red one is even longer than the rest of the snakes. So what happened? The red one is the longest. Alright? The red one is the longest. So the green snake is the shortest. The shortest. The green snake is the shortest. So we're going to learn new terms today. Longer than. Repeat it. Shorter than. Repeat it. Excellent. Now, listen. The longest. Repeat it. Very good. The shortest. Repeat it. In Spanish, it means la más larga, and this one means la más corta. La o el, más corta. Okay? So, here I have two kind of objects to compare and order and put in order. Alright? We have markers, a red marker, a green marker, and a yellow marker. Now, the green marker is longer than the red marker and also is longer than the yellow marker. Yes or no? Yes, right? So, if you see, the green marker is longer than the red and the yellow. Now, the yellow is shorter than the green and also is shorter than the red. So, we need to put it in order from the longest to the one that is short. For example, here I'm going to take the number 1 and I will place it with the green marker. Why? Because the green marker is the longest marker. The green marker is the longest marker. Now, the red marker is the second that is long. Why? Because the red marker is a little bit longer than the yellow marker. So I'm going to place the number 2. The number 2, oops. I'm going to place the number 2 here because the red marker is the second that is long. But the yellow marker is the shortest. So I write the number 3. You see? The order must not be 1, 2, 3. Why? Because I'm checking which is the longest. Look, the longest. The longest is the green marker. Then, I compare the red marker with the yellow marker. So, the red marker is longer than the yellow marker. So, that's the number 2. And finally, I place the number 3 for the yellow marker because it's the shortest. Look, the shortest marker. Now let's do it with the pencils. What number should I put here for this pencil? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? Number 1. I'm going to take the one here. Yep. I place the number 1 because this one is the longest. Listen, the longest marker. Now, I check and I compare these two pencils. Which one is longer than the other one? The number 2 or the number 3? The number 3. So I'm not going to write the number 3. No, I place the number 2 because this one is the longest, but this one is longer than this one. So the other one is the shortest marker. Okay? So what do? That's what I do. I place by number. I order, I compare, and I order the length of the objects. Okay? Now, let's work in the page. Page 569. Page 569. The instruction says that you need to find two objects that will fit in this box. Then, you need to draw them in the box. Okay, you need to draw the picture of the object. For example, I'm going to place a crayon. All right? You draw the picture of the crayon or other object that you find, but it must fit in the box. And then you are going to place other objects. In my case, I will put an eraser. Now, I need to compare, okay? I need to compare. The crayon is shorter or longer than the eraser? It's longer, right? So, the eraser is shorter than the crayon. What will you do last? You will draw an X in the object that is shorter than the other one. Alright? So, instruction in Spanish. Van a encontrar dos objetos, los van a poner dentro de la cajita. Luego los van a dibujar, si es un crayon, si es una pieza de Lego, la van a dibujar aquí y van a dibujar el otro objeto también. Y al final van a colocarle una X al objeto que sea más corto que el otro. That's what you have to do in this page. Now, page 570. Listen. On page number 570, we're going to compare and order the length of the objects. Here we have a scissor, watercolors, and a pencil. Okay? So, which one is, look, I'm gonna read here, sorry. The pencil is longer than the scissors, but the paint set is the longest. Okay? So, I am going to compare the objects here. In this case, you need to put the number 3 to the longest and the number 1 to the shortest. Okay? So, the scissor is the shortest. I write the number 1. What is the other one? The pencil. So, the pencil deserves the number 2 because the pencil is longer than the scissor. This one is different to this example that I gave you, okay? We are ordering from shortest to longest. That's what we're doing here. And finally, I place the number 3 to the watercolors. Why? Because the watercolors are the longest. Okay? Now, let's continue. 1, I'm going to copy the numbers. You need to write the numbers, okay? Oops, I move it. You need to write the number 1, 3, and 2 in this order, in the same order that I put it here. Okay, now let's work with these pictures. We have a pen, we have a bookmark, and we have a paintbrush. Okay, now let's read here. The bookmark is shorter than the paintbrush. The pen is the shortest. Now here we are comparing from the shorter to the shortest. Okay, this one it was comparing from longer to the longest. Now here is from shorter to the shortest. All right, so the bookmark is shorter than the paintbrush. Okay, so the paintbrush is going to get the number 1. Okay, because it's the longest. Now here we are ordering from the longest to the shortest. Number 2, it's for the bookmark. And finally, number 3, for the pen. Okay? So, that's what we do. The paintbrush is the longest one, the bookmark is shorter than the paintbrush, but the pen is the shortest. Okay? Now, let's work in the second part. Now, it says, circle the correct object. Circle the correct object. Which of these pictures is shorter than the other one? The paint. Very good. Ouch. I moved the image. Sorry. So the paintbrush is shorter. You circle the paint. Sorry, the paint, not the paintbrush. The paintbrush is longer than the tube of paint. Now, in the number 2, the question says, which is longer? Which is longer? The crayon or the pencil? The pencil, very good. The pencil is longer than the crayon, so you circle the pencil, right? Okay, now here we are going to order the objects by length. The instruction reads, write 1 for long, 2 for longer, and 3 for longest. So we look for the long one, then the other that is longer than the first one, and finally the longest, the longest of the 3 objects. Okay? So we have a paper clip, a glue stick, and a marker. Or it's a crayon? I don't know. Maybe it's a crayon. So, which one is long? Longer and longest. We're going to write 3 for longest. Let's start with the longest. What is the longest of the 3? What do you think is the longest of the 3? The marker or crayon? I'm not sure if it is a marker or a crayon. It looks like a marker. So you're going to write the number 3 here because it says write 3 for the longest. Okay? The marker or crayon, I think it's a marker. You're going to write the number 3. Now, which one is next? The glue stick. Very good. The glue stick is longer than the paper clip. Okay? And finally, the number 1 for the paper clip because it's long but not enough long as the marker. Alright? Now the order is 1, 2, 3. In some cases, the order will be 1, 2, 3. But in other cases, no. Look, for example, here the order is 1, 3, 2. Or in here, the order is 3, 2, 1. So the order will vary according to the place of the objects. Okay? Imagine that the marker was here, so the marker will be here. So I will write the number 3 here. And if the glue stick would be here, I would write the number 2 here and the paper clip here. So the order would be 3, 1, and 2. So the order will vary. It will not always be 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1. It's gonna vary. Okay? So that's the explanation for today. I hope you understand and do your best. And remember to do your best. I love you. Bye-bye.